In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to quickly find a board ID using the JSON view of its page. We'll move through a short, reliable process that works in most modern browsers. First, head to the area of your workspace or app where all your boards are listed. This is typically labeled boards or something similar. Make sure you're signed in and that you have permission to view the board you want. Once you're on the boards page, choose the specific board you're interested in and open it so that the board loads fully in your browser. Now look at the address bar at the top of your browser. That's the URL for the board. Click once in the address bar to place your cursor there. Without changing anything else, move your cursor to the very end of the existing URL. Type .json right after the current address with no spaces and don't remove any part of the URL. You're simply appending .json to the end. When you've done that, press enter to load the page. Your browser will now display a plain text view known as JSON. Instead of the visual board, you'll see structured data. This is normal. It might look dense, but it contains everything you need. Near the top of this data, you'll find a field labeled ID, which is the unique identifier for the board you opened. It usually appears as a long string of letters and numbers. If the data looks compressed, that's okay. You can still read it. If you're having trouble spotting it, scan the first few lines carefully. Some browsers or extensions can pretty print JSON to make it more readable, but it's not required. Once you see the ID, it's time to copy it. Click at the start of the ID value, just after the quotation mark, and drag to the end of the value, stopping before the closing quotation mark. Be careful not to include any extra characters like quotes or commas. When it's highlighted, copy it using your preferred method. The value you've just copied is the board's unique ID. A couple of quick tips as you wrap up. If pressing enter doesn't load the data, double check that you typed .json correctly and that you're on the correct board page. Also, treat the ID like any other internal reference. Don't post it publicly unless you're sure it's safe to share. That's it. You went to your boards, chose a board, opened its URL, added .json, pressed enter, located the ID, and highlighted it to copy. You now have the board ID ready for your workflow.